Hello. I wanted to make a video about Pat's post from yesterday. He asked a few questions and he wanted us to make a short video. I've been reading these questions over and over and over again. And the one question is, what hurdles stand in your way of your progress? And my biggest hurdle were the 3 screws in my right foot. The 3 screws that fuse my right foot together. They held me back from taking care of my health with eating and by exercising. They held me back for years, close to 6.5 years. That was my excuse. I couldn't do anything because of that, because I'm not able to walk and run, essentially. So why bother exercising and just go ahead and eat whatever you want? That's my hurdle. And when I started DDPY in a chair, July of 2019, that was still a hurdle because I still felt like crap. Because I started in a chair, I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I eventually got out of the chair, whatever, but until I got out of that chair, I put myself down constantly every day. Like, what is wrong with you? Why can't you do this? And even when I got out of the chair and I was doing workouts, I wasn't able to go into down dog. I had to stay on my knees the whole time. I think it took me about 5 months to finally get enough courage to go into down dog because I was afraid of my foot snapping. I was afraid of the hardware of my foot to break. I was just afraid, scared. And that's kind of why I never did anything about exercising, because I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't want to hurt myself further. I didn't want to do any further damage. So that's like the major thing, that major hurdle. Every time I put on my socks, I see the scars in my foot, and they remind me of my limitations, unfortunately. And the one thing I know now is I no longer let that limit me. I no longer let it stand in my way. So I have a mental hurdle and a physical hurdle I have to overcome every time I hit the mat. And it's hard to still hit the mat because I do certain moves and I can't do the moves because my foot will not allow me to do the moves. And I want to do them so badly, but I gotta remember, it's still there. It still exists. So that's my driving force, just to push through that, and it's been my driving force this whole time. The other question, what major issues do you encounter that stunt your progress? Nothing stunts my progress anymore. I don't care what I have to do. With food, I dial that in. Exercise, I'm dialing that in every day with DDPY. I refuse to let anything stand in my way. And believe me, every day I'm standing in I'm my own worst enemy every single day. Because every single day I have an excuse why I shouldn't do the exercise. Why I shouldn't do DDPY. You know, I could still use that excuse. You can't do it because of your foot. You can't walk because of your foot. You can't do this because of your foot. Blah, 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 blah. I no longer let that stop my progress. And it's never going to go away. I'm going to continue to fight through this the rest of my life. But I can do it. I've proven to myself that I can do it. And I just feel that's one reason why I want to become a DDPY a level 1 instructor. So I can be the guy standing at the front of the room with 3 screws in his foot, leading you in a workout. And if I can do it, you can do it. So I have a lot of fire, I just refuse to let stuff prevent me from progress. And I've lost 127 pounds. I never thought I'd be able to say that, but I did that by breaking through the hurdles and not letting anything stop my progress. So there you go, Pat. There's your few minutes. Thank you so much for all the stuff you do in this group, and I hope you have a great day and be unstoppable.